Hello folks, and welcome to the Vertigo Tea Party, and let's try Tango Fiesta. It's developed by Spilt Milk Studios, it's published by Mastertronic. You can pick it up on Steam for $12.99, or you can get a 4-pack for $39.99. It's available on Windows and Mac, again on Steam. It does support single and multiplayer, local and online co-op, Steam leaderboards, has controller support, supports Steam trading cards, and Steam achievements. It is in early access as well, just to keep that in mind. So any bugs that you see, they're working on it. There's going to be new improvements, probably. You know the whole early access drill. Of course, there's always the fair warning about early access that things can go awry. But, you know, again, just standard disclaimer for all early access games, not this one in particular. So we have various options here. We're going to just jump right into the single player, just to kind of show you what the gameplay of the game is like. You have several heroes, pickable characters. You start off with like 4 or so, and then you can unlock more. We're going to start with just the generic John Strong. He was the very first guy. Again, you also have some weapons. Some you unlock by doing missions or playing as certain characters, or you can also buy them in the shop, which I'll show you later. We'll go to Hong Kong 84. You can see it also has stats, damage, fire rate, clip size, etc. So that was my primary weapon. We've got a secondary weapon. I like to have the 12 gauge for that. We also have grenades, ranged, I guess, type thing, thrown weapons. The only choice I have right now is the grenades, which are super powerful. So anyway, since we're playing by ourselves, we'll get started. So we'll start on one of the easy stages. Actually, you know what? Let's go to another stage that I've unlocked that's a little bit tougher, at least. Dutch Courage. So here's our controls. You can play with the mouse and keyboard or the controller. The game and I both recommend that you play with the controller. Our objective is to get those. We'll go those. Normally I like to come with a parachute, but if you're a real man, you don't need a parachute. Alright, so as you can see, it's a top-down shooter. Let's get out of the way of that. You have your health bar at the top. You have a sprint meter. I'm actually not sure what the yellow meter is. I just threw a grenade on accident because I hit the wrong button, which happens all the time. I always confuse my sprint and my grenade button all the time. So these guys drop money. Those gold bars, those are for buying items in the shop. I can reload. Now this game is pretty buggy. It's got a decent amount of bugs. As you probably noticed, it doesn't stop saying reloading over my head. This seems to be a pretty recent bug. I'm gonna switch to the shotgun here to get that guy that's up close. So we're gonna go ahead and start using this. When you use this, I think it spawns more enemies to come get you to stop you from hacking the antenna or whatever. Honestly, most times you can just ignore them and keep using it. Enemies aren't that smart. Oh, and speaking of bugs, I think I just hit another one. Because now I can't move. Because apparently that guy hitting me caused a problem. So I guess we are going to have to quit the game. Quit the game. Yes. Alright, so let's try that again. And there's another bug where, and I got this bug before too, where if you leave a game that has a helicopter in it, you're going to keep hearing the helicopter. You basically have to stop the game and start all over. So let's try that map again. Some of these bugs actually, I did get this as a dev version of the game. They sent me this one, just full disclosure. Quite a long time ago. Sorry about that, guys. It's just now getting around to playing this. But it's funny, a lot of these bugs I didn't see in that version, so it seems like they've gotten more bugs since then. I guess that's just the way it works sometimes, but it's something to keep in mind. AI overall is pretty weak. Looks like it does spawn enemies. All right, we don't want that to happen again, so we're gonna kill these enemies as they spawn, or at least if they get close to us. But most of the times, the enemy's pretty dumb. Like I said, they'll just mostly just stand there and shoot at me, even though the objective is blocking their shots. Did I finish? I think I'm done. There he goes. See, that's one thing I would definitely like to see improved. Let's switch guns here. I like to see improved is the AI. AI is pretty atrocious right now. Alright, so you have one objective remaining. As you can see, we have a marker on the map that tells us where to go. Gonna switch guns again. Obviously, objects can get in your way when you're shooting. One thing I don't like is a lot of times the grass can get in your way and it just regrows immediately. I don't quite get the point of that. That seems kind of silly. Why would the grass get in my way? All right, so I need to blow up this chopper, and the best way to do that is spamming it with grenades. As you can see, the grenades do a lot of damage and pretty much insta-kill any non-helicopter type enemies. but we're out of grenades, so we can also melee. In fact, we're gonna melee this chopper down because we are a man, damn it. Oh, nope, he got away. Also, some enemies like that, you can see have the little icon over their head. That means they drop lots of stuff. So we got health, ammo, lots of other things. Explodey barrels, don't mind if I do. Nice thing is grenades can't hurt you either. There we go. So objectives complete. So usually when you're done, you just have to kill a bunch of enemies just for fun. To complete out the level. Or sometimes you just have to kill the enemies that are left on the screen. Most of the time they'll spawn some new ones, at least in my experience so far. I've played about 2 hours of this. I just want this for the stuff. Let's switch back to the shotgun. He's running away. Good choice. Very good choice. Wish the melee did a little bit more damage, but maybe later on you can upgrade your melee. That'd be nice. A little slow-mo kill for the very last one. So mission's complete. You get your ratings at the end. Shots fired, how many kills, how many deaths, how much money we made, and overall points total. So we're going to actually quit out. Yes. And I'll show you the shop real fast. We're not going to do any of the multiplayer. I haven't tried it. It's probably pretty interesting, but then again, every game is a little bit better with multiplayer. So here's where you get guns. Now, they have an interesting gun system in that first you have to unlock it so that you can buy it at all, and then you have to buy it with money. So you first unlock basically you unlock the ability to buy the gun a lot of times, and then you can buy it. So you can hover over these guns, and it will, a very Arnold sounding guy, which I'm sure is a total coincidence, tells you what type of gun it is. Now, again, here's a huge annoyance I have. When you're quickly going through guns, it does that. So it's very annoying when you're just trying to get from one place to another. Have some kind of stop, like make it stop playing the audio once I switch to another gun. But again, you can see what guns we have here. The Manuel, sure, we'll buy that. For how much? 40,000. You can see my total money at the bottom right. Well, if it'll let me purchase it. Nope. Let's try that again. Yeah, you can see there's lots of little problems like this. Like, for example, it's telling me to hit back to purchase that gun, but I hit A instead. And again, I guess I'm hitting A again. And here's like even more guns that you can't buy yet because you have to unlock them. Which I'm fine with that. It's still kind of weird. Like, part of it, I'd either rather have to buy it or have to unlock it, not have to unlock the ability to buy it. But it's not terrible. It's definitely not a killer for me. So let's back out of here. And let's go. It does have leaderboards. You can see various leaderboards for single player, co-op, 2 people, 3 people, etc. So if you're into that kind of thing, trying to get the highest score, then it does have the leaderboards. Let's try playing one more stage, one of the tougher stages, and we're going to play a different hero. Here's what we have: John Strong, Macmillan, Miller, Bionic Cop, Conchita, Dr. Hink. I don't never played Dr. Hink. Let's try him for heck of it. It seems like there's not that much variation in the heroes, though. Like, for example, Macmillan is better than John Strong in every conceivable way. Well, in one way. In every other way, he's exactly the same. So there's not, like, big trade-offs a lot of times. I mean, both of these guys have low stamina. But most of the time, I don't find stamina is necessary. Stamina is what you use to run. So I don't really find a lot of use for it. Like Bionic Cop. All right, he's great at everything. He's a little slow, but he's really, really good. Her health is low, which seems to be like the one big one. Like, that's what you definitely don't want low. Well, unless you're really good at dodging bullets. There's usually plenty of health that you can get, but so there's not really that I'd like to see more variations in the heroes. Like, instead of just like, it doesn't seem like there's a trade-off. Like, there's just some heroes that are way better than everyone else. Like Bionic Cop. Like, his only drawback is speed, and that's not that big of a deal, especially since he's got high stamina. So there's not really enough variation, in my opinion, on the heroes. But let's go ahead and pick Bionic Cop. We're gonna need the best for this next mission. Let's see. Let's try the Manuel, the one I picked last time, and we'll go the Uzi. It's got good fire rate, but the damage is awful, and has decent range. Grenade. I think I said range twice, but you get the idea. So you start the mission, and each mission there is boss fights, by the way. Both of the boss fights that I've done, Pretty simple, pretty simplistic. One of them in particular was honestly kind of annoying because the boss just had a ton of hit points, and I wasn't really in any serious danger at any point. It was just kind of a slog. See, that's the boss fight there. It's kind of playing on the TV, but basically it's run away from him and shoot a whole lot. The only danger is running out of bullets, really. Dutch Courage, again, is kind of a more tropical jungle area. The Queen of Fear was that boss I was talking about that's kind of annoying there. Killionaire, let's play this one. This is the furthest I've gotten. And this is where it does start to get a little bit difficult. The first two, I guess, levels, which consists of multiple stages, are pretty damn easy. This is where it actually starts to pick up a little bit difficult in the difficulty. And I'm just kind of skipping past that. All right. Whoa. So it looks like this is short burst, but decent damage. Oh, and this is, I think, the game, put to be like doing a game show, I presume. Because I noticed when you're playing on this one, like, people boo and stuff when you're killing, which is pretty cool. I actually like that. Oh, boo, come on. And I just recently watched The Running Man, so the first thing I think about is Running Man. I also noticed this stage has some serious hitching. That's not just YouTube. This stage in particular seems to have... Ooh, let's throw a grenade. Enjoy that one. This has some serious, like, hitching going on. I don't know if... I can't move. Oh, that's right. Those little ball things they shoot at you cause you to not be able to move. Not really sure how I feel about that. I like this gun, though. Let's go ahead and blow that up. The nice thing also about these things is when they blow up, they do a huge area effect damage around you, which doesn't hurt you. So again, this was the very first stage of this area. Oh, God. The very first area of this stage. So that's why it was so easy. Man, see, there's some serious hitching going on here. And I'm really hoping they fix some of these bugs, because like I said, when I very first started playing this game for this Let's Try, I didn't have a lot of these bugs. Again, you can see where it's like keeps just sitting there saying reloading, even though I'm not reloading. And like I said, this kind of like stop motion type stuff, I never experienced this on any of the other stages. Obviously, that can be a big problem when you're trying to dodge lots of bullets. We got some supplies, so let's shoot more grenades. Yeah, you don't have infinite grenades. You have... Actually, I'm not sure how many. You also don't have infinite bullets either, as you can see at the top there. I don't know where your grenades are listed. It might be there. I'm just not seeing it. The grenades have a really nice explosion radius. So let's go down here. We still hear that helicopter sound too, by the way. And apparently we're getting further away from the helicopter. Oh, you also have the sprint. Oops, the sprint. And as you can see so far, the speed has not been a serious problem. See, he was just kind of stuck in the wall there. We'll do one more mission. Just gonna get an idea of how this works. See our stats, not too bad. We're gonna go on to the next level. Again, overall, what do I think of this game? It's all right. It's definitely not the type of game that I would really pick up and just play at any point. Ooh, let's grab this. Well, ignoring the bugs, which, it is early access, so you do have to keep that in mind when you're buying early access game. That's kind of what you're buying into. So with that in mind, but it is pretty. There's quite a bit of bugs right now. Like I said, even just in this video, we've seen what, 2, 3? No, we've seen 3 bugs. One where I got stuck when I was doing the objective. Whoa, yeah, these chainsaw guys are very fast. I wish I could pick up their chainsaw. That would be awesome. Wait, can I throw this over there? I sure can. Walls cannot stop my grenades. Oh, God. These guys are a pain. Yeah. Oh, wow. He died somehow. Must have shot him. I'm not sure if those spikes hurt them or not. I would hope so. The chainsaw guys don't really seem to do a whole lot other than run into you. Oh, also, some people might ask, can you play this? Ouch. Can you play this with keyboard and mouse? Technically, the answer is yes. Would I recommend it? Absolutely not. I've tried it. And again, it's passable, but it obviously was designed with controller in mind, which is fine, because even the developers say it's better to play it with the controller, so. Oh, damn it. I was hoping this guy was going to have health, because we are in big trouble here. Ooh. Ouch. Oh, didn't see that. That was the fire guy. Yeah, the fire guys are a huge pain in the ass because they're hard to see. Oh, damn it. Wait, why did it kick me out here? But yeah, that's... We'll go ahead and hop in and I'll kind of wrap up on my thoughts on the stage. Another thing I don't like... Let's go ahead and start. There's also like mix and matching of buttons. Like when I press... Like you keep pressing A during those screens to go through those screens, but then to actually start the match is press start. Again, that's very, very, very minor, to be very clear, but it's just kind of annoying. It makes things feel unpolished. Things like the text not properly appearing on the buttons, or you know, this a lot of little things like that kind of add up and just really give the game an overall not finished like feel. Again, it's early access, so you know that kind of stuff to be understood. But it's still there, and it's still a bit distracting from the game overall. Overall, for me, though, it's a little bit too simplistic in that, you know, there's just not a lot of depth to it. Hell. And the only real dangerous enemies so far... Well, that's not good. The only real dangerous enemies so far has been the fire. The guys... Why didn't you say what to get to me? These guys, basically. Maybe if I... Oops, nope. Nope. Oh, there we go. Nice. Maybe that's a superpower. Maybe he's supposed to be able to do that. And these guys are very realistic to melee. We're low on ammo. Oh, nice. Perfect timing. Don't push me in the water. Or don't push me in the water. Don't push me in there again. Ah, jeez, wow. It's happening a lot. So yeah, definitely very buggy. Overall, though, even despite the bugs, I wouldn't really play this on my own. It's a little bit too simplistic, I guess. It's just basically running around and shooting people, and the gameplay just doesn't feel that smooth to me. I mean, I like running around and killing random people and all. As does anyone, of course. Let's get some grenades to clear these guys out. In particular, these guys. Like, and so far, like I said, the only difficult enemies really have been the flamethrower guys, because they have such a huge range and they do a ton of damage very, very quickly. And it can be very difficult to actually get to them a lot of times. Like, be able to shoot them without them shooting you back. No more grenades. I really want to blow this guy up. There we go. There we go. Oh no, yep. And I hit that bug where I was trying to get the objectives and I got pushed. So, I mean, I hate to show the game as, like, this was way more bugs, to be fair, than I typically see in a typical playthrough of this game. But it's been there's been a definitely significant amount of bugs. The core gameplay itself is okay. Again, if this is the type of game that you would end up playing with friends on a consistent basis online, or you don't want to play a lot of online games, with maybe random, because you can join just like a random lobby or create a random lobby. Maybe it's something that you would pick up. Honestly, though, it feels a little bit bleh for my taste. The variety in heroes isn't significant. The gun variety isn't that great. There's definitely some, like the one I just picked up. I like that one. But there doesn't be like big variety in guns. There's been no change in grenades. Like, I have no other option for grenades. And honestly, I don't know if I'd choose one, because grenades are crazy good. And there's also a lot of little bitty nicks here and there that just makes me not really a big fan of this one. But again, if it's, you know, if you see the gameplay and it's something up your alley, then you might want to check it out. Otherwise, you might want to wait at least until some of this stuff is cleared up, or at least you can find some other friends who are into this type of like top-down shooter, almost Smash TV type things. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought of this game and of this video. Follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you next time.
Step back, though. We are getting this worked up about a mobile game. I mean,
I do hate you, though. I want to be 100% clear with a moment of seriousness. I hate your guts.